Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hale of Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering who would you rather have, Shedeur Sanders or either Cam Ward. Before I get right into this, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates, all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's hop right into the action. With the NFL draft next year, we know early April is coming, but we've seen the college football season play out for the most part. We've seen some amazing football from both sides. Not only Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders have led their teams to a place where they possibly could be in the college football playoff. With that being said, both these guys are going to be heavily touted as far as a high number one overall pick. Some possibly think Shedeur Sanders. Some possibly think Cam Ward. There's Travis Hunter gossip in there. But I want to ask you, from the standpoint of just a quarterback position, who would you rather have, Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders? From the standpoint of Cam Ward, we've seen him play competitively from the University of Washington State. And then you've seen him transfer to Miami. He's been flying on all cylinders. They've had a couple of close games, a couple of close calls. They finally lost to Georgia Tech this week, but you see him rack up 3,494 yards with 32 touchdowns and only 6 interceptions. It's been considerably less competition in the ACC with far less competitive teams, but we have seen him put up numbers. We have seen him bring his team back from Virginia Tech, bring his team back from Cal, bring his team back from different situations where they were losing. And he's put not only big throws on the map, I'm talking about Heisman Trophy kind of plays where he's bottled up and they think they got him, and then boom, he's pushing the ball down the field. Cam Ward is a leader of Miami, and that's why he's considered his play on the field, his leadership ability, his intangibles, the big, strong arm. Now, I will say this. They got him listed at 6'2". I don't believe he's above 5'10". I'm going to be honest with you. They have him listed at 6'2". I've seen him stand next to somebody 6'2" at Miami. He does not look like he's 6'2". So there's a couple of players on Miami that's 6'2", and he's standing next to them, and they're not the same height. And I don't know if it's the cleats. I don't know if it's what going on, but I don't know if the 6'2" players have higher cleats on, but he doesn't look 6'2". But from overall, but besides that, the frame is, he looks like he can take a hit or two. And you got to think at the NFL level, you're going to have to beef up a little bit than what you are in college because it's a faster game. It's a much stronger game. Much stronger linebackers, much stronger linemen, much bigger corners, faster corners. So to be able to take the hits that come with being in the NFL, you're going to have to beef up a little bit. And then we get to Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur is actually 6'2". And you see Shedeur Sanders stand next to people that 6'2". He's actually 6'2". But throwing 2,882 yards, 24 tubs, and only 6 interceptions. He's played against a little tougher competition. When you think about the likes of him playing ranked opponents and him actually playing opponents that essentially, have made noise this season. It's been tough, but you got to think about this. From the standpoint of it being competitive, the Colorado Buffaloes have been in every game that they've played this year. They've literally made it close. They've danced around a little bit, struggled with injuries, and Shedeur Sanders has still been the leader of the team, still been the guy that's standing in the pocket taking big hits. I know it started out a little tough. They was a little frustrated about the blocking schemes, but they figured some of those things out, and they've been playing well since. Shedeur Sanders and company have been playing very well since. So with that being said, with all the facts on the table, with all the stats, we've seen him play from Jackson State. We saw him come to Colorado, and you've seen him in multiple seasons at Jackson State, multiple seasons at Colorado. When you think about whatever Shedeur brings to the table, he brings the same intangibles plus more than Cam. And I think from standpoint, he's taken the spotlight for multiple years. He's taken the heat for multiple years, not from just playing with his dad, but playing at HBCUs. I know they doubted him in a lot of different places. They doubted Cam Ward as well. Both these gentlemen are going to be quality first-round picks. Both these guys are going to have great careers. But I think when it's all said and done, the more talented, the more mature, the more better game right now is Shedeur Sanders. From the standpoint, he can do everything, make every throw, just like Cam can. But the intangible to win the games late, when you got those drives, those last-second drives, and he's putting his team into overtime, it's ice in his veins. When he's taking the ball down the field with 1 minute and 23 seconds left, and every pass has to matter. No timeouts left. Boom, 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 boom. It's Shedeur Sanders. Now, mind you, Miami has played around with a lot of teams, and they've almost lost a lot of games. But I haven't seen Cam do as many fourth-quarter comebacks as I've seen Shedeur. He has done a couple, but the difficulty of that has been much more. He almost won games where he had injured wide receivers, where he was down to his last receiver. We've seen him do a lot. So when it's all said and done, The NFL's getting 2 quality quarterbacks, but if I had my pick, if I had the number 1 overall pick and I had to pick a quarterback or a number 2 slot, I'm going with Shedeur Sanders. All you NFL fans, all you Miami Hurricane fans and Colorado Buffalo fans, what do you feel? Get in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus, and we'll see you in the next video.